welcome back once again to All Over the Place with Corey and Sean.
That's us.
It's been a while. I know we kind of had some equipment failures and just technical difficulties all around.
If that piece of shit editor would get on the ball.
Sorry, sir. I'm doing my best.
I agree.
You gotta get rid of it.
agree. We got to start hiring out for shit like that if we want it done right, I guess.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Sometimes editors get burnt out fucking editing this bullshit.
Sometimes their equipment does too. So I mean, it's,
Yeah. Well,
shit happens.
I've told you, when we have 41-minute videos, my computer has a fucking stroke.
Yeah, we actually had a nice big tribute to the election and how it went and how happy we were about the results.
And my computer shit the bed.
Yeah, it ate it up and then shit it out all over the floor.
Trying to be sure you all were happy to not have to hear more election episodes. So.
That's it.
Good for you guys.
We honestly, all we were doing was rubbing it in the fucking Kamal supporters' faces anyway.
Yeah.
But we'll cut that episode up, what we have left of it, and make some shorts, and y'all can, if you want to watch them, get a chuckle. That's fine.
Admittedly, we were being petty.
That's all it was us just doing a fucking victory lap at the expense of the Kamala supporters.
Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah.
Yep. Today, I think we have a new topic that going on the success of our Jeremy DeWitt episodes. We wanted to find somebody that is the equivalent. Not necessarily as far as a piece of shit goes, but as a fucking fraud and just an overall goof. And Casey found, what's his name?
Dale. His name is Dale Brown from Detroit Urban Survival Training.
And he dresses like a fake cop, but he acts like a parody of a self-defense instructor. But he apparently believes everything he fucking says, which is just...
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Well, he also, because I used to sit there and jump between, is this guy trolling or is he real? But apparently in Detroit, while he does do free demonstration days, he still charges something like $2,000 to take just a basic self-defense course through him.
And people pay this?
Yeah, it's fucking Detroit.
I'm guessing people pay this because they haven't seen his fucking videos.
No, they pay it because they live in a fucking war zone, so they're obviously not going to make very good decisions.
They have creatures there designed to kill human beings.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not willing to pay $80 for a picture with my phone with Corey Feldman, so I'm not willing to pay $2,000 to tell this guy how to get myself killed.
To be fair, it might not be $2,000. I don't remember the pricing. But I know it was expensive. It's over $1,200. I know.
See, anything more than $20 for the laughs, and I'm out.
Well, and that's the point of Dust is they're also very Jeremy DeWitt-esque in the idea that, and I guess they do because they have a facility, they have cars, they do have stuff. But they're a security company, and whatever that is. It's Detroit, so yeah, they probably do get a lot of business from fucking journalists and just anybody that doesn't want their chain stolen.
Yeah,
and
I can see him standing next to a bicycle chained to a fucking light post. And past that, no, I'm not going to trust him with anything.
But yeah, they drive around in these what they call their security vehicles, and they're old beat up piece of shit trucks with dust, painted, hand painted on the side of their cars and shit. It looks
in West Virginia we call those farm use vehicles.
Well, in Detroit they call those reliable sources of conveyance. And but
what
yeah,
they do to get out of paying for the license.
Yeah, I genuinely at first when I originally stumbled upon this guy, and of course there's been a lot of other YouTubers that have done videos, but I couldn't tell if he's serious.
Hold it!
Dude, what the hell is that shit?
99.9% of the shit that he's showing people will get
Will
them
get
killed.
you killed 100% of the time.
Yes. Like,
Let's show an example.
so this first one, which, will be up on the screen here, thereabouts, is he's showing us how to defend against a 50 cal Desert Eagle. And since you two aren't gun guys, y'all obviously don't.
But
know.
I do know the Desert Eagle.
Yeah, well, yeah, about everybody knows what a Desert Eagle is. But what you may not know is the price of a Desert Eagle. Those go for roughly $2,500 for a 50 cal.
And in the picture that I'm seeing, it's the gold plated one.
And yeah, and that right there, that's an extra $200 to get the gold put on it. And the thing is if you got some asshole that accosted you, outside the grocery store and is just wanting the cash out of your wallet, chances are good they're probably not going to be carrying a Desert Eagle.
But okay, tell me this while we're talking on this specific this gold-plated 50 caliber Desert Eagle. How much do rounds for this gun cost, and how many will it hold?
If I remember correctly, it'll hold 7 or 8, and 7 plus 1 pipe. And the rounds themselves. Now, I don't own a 50 AE. I don't own that caliber, but I do know that like 500 Magnum rounds, those are about $20 a piece. So,
So
extrapolate that.
in other words, this scenario that he's presenting, the mugger is holding $3,000 worth of gun in his hand,
More or less.
to mug you for
$25
For the $7 in your wallet. Yeah.
yeah, for $7 in your wallet.
Like,
How bad is this mug? Like, I had to save up for this fucking gun by mugging people with a lesser gun.
and the thing is too, is some people like them. I don't like Desert Eagles because they're inaccurate. It takes every bit of your strength just to hold the sumbitch up. And then they kick, it's just an uncomfortable kick. And they do have a lot of weight to them that cuts it down, but they're just not accurate. You're better off with a Desert Eagle just throwing it in a pillowcase and just beating somebody to death with it.
But in other words, this is the most unrealistic mugging scenario
Yes.
he could present with anybody.
Yes.
Let's see it.
If he really wanted to be realistic and like true to life, he should have some shaky crackhead with a $125 high point 9mm.
Or a fucking hypodermic needle trying to stick you with it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or, or
Different video. Different video.
or a piece of fucking pipe he ripped off the side of a building.
Maybe we could get him on Hunt the Homeless.
Maybe. Look, he's gonna stop the guy trying to stab us with a broken beer bottle.
But yeah.
Let's see this dipshit at work.
And also, on a side note, enjoy the eyebrow.
Right now, we're going to do a gun disarm. This is a 50 caliber Desert Eagle. It is real, and this is a firearms instructor.
No
Same
real
company,
instructor
Shooter
would be
Results.
pointing
That's in
an
Detroit.
actual real gun at somebody.
And if I try
We
anything,
also
you're going to pull the trigger.
Probably
right?
not come to
Okay,
class
so
dressed
you're
as a
going to say
gangster
you're a
rapper.
criminal and
Yeah.
whatever.
He's dressing for the
criminals
part.
might say
It
to
looks like
someone,
he's
I want you to say
advertising
that,
for
and if I try to
Beats
grab the
with
gun or
Dre.
anything, I want you to shoot. Okay? All right. Give me that
Beats
chain.
by Dre.
Okay. Anything else?
Yay.
And from here,
Pulled it out of
huh?
a battery.
Go whip it.
Yeah, it's real
That's
easy
how
and
you're
fun
gonna
when they
take
let you do it.
weapons, possession.
That works perfect.
Intelligent options increase survivability, even if you're disarming a 50 caliber Desert Eagle.
No, that's not intelligent options. If you do that, you will have a large smoking hole in the middle of your chest
Well, okay.
where your heart used to be.
What if the guy decides, well, it's not like $25 is not worth, what's in this guy's wallet, and he just starts pounding on you with the 50 caliber Desert Eagle. Like,
Yeah, I mean the thing is that would never work because once again, like just looking at the movements that you have to do versus your attacker, you have to pull your hands up, make sure that your hands are in just the right place, and then pull it back. All he's got to do is twitch his finger.
and this
Like
is
I said.
also maintaining that the attacker is just maintaining eye contact and not really.
Yeah, like you're not paying attention to what you're doing. You know?
Yeah, he's not paying attention to where your hands are. He's just holding eye contact.
And also, to be fair, it's in the wrong position. If we're being honest, is you know, if he wants to be realistic, if he's going to pull it out of battery, we know the position.
Yeah.
To be fair,
It shouldn't
if
be
you
a-
have somebody come up to you with a gold-plated Desert Eagle,
Yeah,
they probably didn't have enough money left over to buy any bullets, so you're probably fine.
that's true. But once again, then they come up to you with it in a pillowcase.
Like, I just bought it to pistol whip the less fortunate.
Well, yeah, because I mean those things are expensive as hell. Because when I worked at a gun shop a long time ago, we ordered a gold-plated Desert Eagle with zebra print hand grips on it, and this was years ago. I don't even know how many years. It's 15 years ago. Yeah, and it was $2,200 back then. So
That, you know what? That would be great if you got robbed by that particular gun and the police officers like, can you describe the weapon?
actually, the funniest part.
Funny you ask.
The funniest part of that whole transaction was it was this woman who came in with a mink fur coat, and she wanted it for a purse gun.
How big is her purse?
It was, I mean, she had a big purse. Yeah, she could probably put it in it, but
That's when you're just like, all right, lady, I'll take your money, I guess.
I
Yeah.
did. I ordered it for her, and it came in, and she came in and got it. But I don't know why you'd ever want to carry a Desert Eagle, but I mean, you know, hey, whatever.
Say hello to my riddle friend.
Yeah, I mean, but let's get back to Dust, because I mean, it's not just the Desert Eagle.
Well,
He does this. He uses essentially the same philosophy with all of the guns, doesn't he?
more or less. With the Desert Eagle, is just I wanted to illustrate how extra preposterous and stupid it is. Like if somebody comes up on you with a Desert Eagle, like they know what they're
Just give
doing,
them the money.
and well, no, they know what they're doing, and they're going to kill you with it. Like it's not a hey, give me your money, because anybody who can afford that, chances are they're not robbing old ladies, you know, outside the liquor store.
They just robbed Jack Slater's house from Last Action Hero.
Jeez, how'd you know there was a guy in there?
There's always a guy in there.
It's a home invasion,
Like, I stole this from a gun safe.
but
Like that's the one you kept.
I always call the Desert Eagles, I call them the fat strong kid in a fight. Like, you know, like if you got the little skinny guy, like that's like a 9mm, you know, they can stick and move and jab and stuff, and the fat kid's not quite as fast, but if he gets a hold of you,
If he lands that punch, you're going down.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, a 50 cal, if it hits you, it doesn't really matter where it hits you. It's going to tear you up pretty good.
But the
If you
whole
have
thing,
it held against your chest, what's the probability that it probably hits you?
yeah, it's not going to hit you in the leg.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like that would never work, especially a Desert Eagle, because again, like if you've ever messed with them, they got a tight spring on them, and so
Oh, well, okay. Think about the absurdity of also he specified that it was a 50 cal. That's not the only caliber they come in.
no, they come in 44. I'm trying to think what else. If I remember correctly, they come in. No, they don't come in Casull. When 44, they come well.
But he just wanted to use 50 caliber because it sounded the scariest.
Well, it's a flex. It's just a flex. Like, look what I have. I have a, you know, because again, those things are not cheap. Those things,
Yeah.
that's three, you know, that's almost $3
Let's see what he does to a lesser gun.
So,
If he was able to stop a $3,000 gun, let's see if he can stop, I don't know, something that he bought at a pawn shop.
this video, I understand the logic behind it, but it's just as ridiculous.
Well, let's go in with the assumption that all of them are ridiculous.
Well, they are, but this one, because he said this is how to defend yourself against a striker fired weapon. What he's trying to say is that in this particular one, you don't have a hammer; it's striker fired has an internal firing mechanism. So
Yeah.
it doesn't have a hammer.
Yeah.
Okay. And so with his other
Nothing to
ones,
stick your thumb in.
yeah, you can't stick your finger down in to block the hammer. So that's what he's getting at. But it's just equally ridiculous because he's doing the same fucking thing. Like, it doesn't
Let's
make any
see it.
sense.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. I'm going to share with you right now what to do if a striker-fired weapon is pinning against your chest, against the wall, and a criminal is holding you at bay. And the reason why they're doing this is because this is how they search you for weapons, how they're going to take things from you. Also, how they're going to
Yeah, they want your back against the wall because your wallet is in your back pocket, dumbass.
In this case, it's striker fire, so there's no hammer in the back. So the first thing we're going to do is we can't move out of the way, we can't move offline. And if I were to try to move this, as soon as he saw my hand move, he's going to fire. So we have to make this weapon not fire. And to give an example of the human reaction time, when he sees me move, he's going to fire. So the reason why I didn't move, the slide didn't slide, is because I inhibited it by pushing it to the rear. From there.
Does he think his reaction time is superhuman?
Yeah, I mean, he thinks it.
I mean, obviously it is. The guy didn't get the shot off.
Oh yeah, he didn't get the shot. He already shot him twice, but who cares about that?
And that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous.
You're hoping for the one time your dunce fucking, we'll call him mugger, isn't paying attention. He's holding a fucking gun on you.
No, any actual instructor will tell you that if you plan to fight back in a situation like that, pull your wallet out, throw it over, make them take their eyes off of you for a second. Like, wait for your moment. And the thing is he even shows. He's like, now as you can see, if I go like this and the guy shoots. He's like, if I go like this, the guy's gonna shoot me. And then
But somehow if I go like this,
but if I go like this, he doesn't shoot me. Like, it's stupid. And plus, look, the way the guy's even holding the gun. Nobody fucking does that. Nobody does that. Like, if somebody comes up on you with a gun, they're going to hold it with one hand, and they're going to be like, give me your shit, give me your shit, give me your shit.
I'm sorry, you're completely wrong. This is Detroit. If they're going to hold it, it's going to be with one hand, you're correct, but it's going to be out like this.
Well, fine. Give me your shit. Give me your shit.
Give me your shit. Let me see what you got, motherfucker. That would mean he'd have to bring his hand across his line of fucking sight to get it out of the way.
You best have more than that $7 this time, motherfucker.
It's like, I ain't doing this shit for pocket change. I'm trying to save up for a fucking 50 caliber.
I got to donate to my church, motherfucker.
I want that Desert Eagle and I want the gold plate.
I want the zebra.
Fucking shit. Oh my god. Let's see some, like, show us that one where the fucking guy gets smart ass with him and shows him how stupid he is.
Yeah, okay. So, obviously, since dust exists, there are detractors, you might say.
You mean like what we've been doing this entire time?
Yes.
Mayhaps.
But this particular one took it so far as he took a free class through Dust, and basically he was
The privileged few.
He was demonstrating how to do a disarm with somebody with a gun, and
Dipshit was, you mean?
yeah, Dale Brown and his quote unquote potential student did the most logical and obvious thing that would always happen. If you tried anything he attempts to teach you. So this particular one, this is my favorite just because the guy was such a smartass. And then Dale Brown got so mad at this clip, he put it all over Facebook that the guy, that directly after the video was shot, Dale Brown successfully disarmed him like 5 times.
Conveniently after the video.
But it was like 2 minutes. Oh no, 2 minutes after the video, he started yelling at the kid and like made him do push-ups and like was just like bullying him because he showed him what an idiot he is. Like, because he didn't just let him take the gun. He snaps back and like does exactly what anybody would do if you lunged at their gun.
And maintained it pointed right at him.
Yeah, and he shot him like 4 times. He sat there out and just keep shooting him. Like, he, you know.
So if they try to back up, wait.
See?
Like a lot of beginning students, You attacked me wrong.
I love Jim Carrey.
You know what it was? Is that kid was Asian and he was using that ninja-like reflex
That's true.
that surpassed even the dust superhuman reflex.
It's like a black man could never do that.
Yeah.
No.
And well, we've all seen Bruce Lee.
Yeah, and that kid was clearly Asian, so that's why he was able to get those shots off.
He probably ate a couple baby mice earlier that day.
Yeah.
So our next one, I have to give credit where it's due because this particular one would actually work somewhat.
Is this the one that would work
This
because
is
it's
an
like one of the dirtiest
Oh,
fighting?
it's dirty as shit, and you are fucking their life, whatever your attacker is. And again, I understand if it's a survival situation, you don't worry about that. But
And if your attacker is, trying to mug you, he deserves whatever he gets.
yeah, absolutely. But with this particular one, the guy's looking at 8 to 12 weeks in a cast, possible knee surgery, weeks and weeks of rehab. I mean, you're gonna fuck his life up good. And he'll probably still limp the rest of his life.
Yeah, he might require a cane.
That's all right. He'll just join Boys to Men and he'll stop robbing people.
Yeah, he won't need it. He'll be able to buy his fucking Desert Eagle somewhere else with legitimate money.
But show us this magical trick.
Yeah. This is accurate, but it's like
it's dirty. But again, I'll give him credit.
It's not.
For this it would 100% work.
This would work. Yeah.
Because it's why this one particular move is illegal in UFC. Is while it works,
it's an effective technique.
Like that, yeah.
Detroit Result Training.
So
I'll show you how you can increase your survivability.
Just kills that man off screen.
You kick him, and hyperextend his knee.
Kick him square in the kneecap.
Hyperextend the knee.
Would definitely be able to strike me. What we want to do is first establish that we are in self-defense.
But the whole thing is, this is not a unique.
No, it's not unique. It's
like he didn't come up with this.
Somebody in a panic would do that. Like
I'm pretty sure that they did this shit in the Roman war days. It's like
you had no intention to be in conflict. That's why you're.
I see somebody charging at you, and you just kick him in the fucking knee.
You're also saying, "I don't want to fight." Instead of trying to find out what you can do, with
people don't just do that.
Be shorter and smaller than the attacker, which is normal.
Granted, his lead up to the kick to the knee is a bit.
That will destroy the patella or many other parts of the knee, which are needed.
I got a video clip for you on that one.
Now here's a question.
Oh no, we're saving that one.
Is it Psycho Sid?
Nope.
Here's a question I've got for it. If he's going, because so far it's like that seemed reasonable. His gun stuff's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is it just his gun stuff that's ridiculous, or
no? Most of his hand-to-hand stuff is ridiculous too, but it's not nearly as deadly. Just because, again, if you mess up in hand-to-hand, you still have a chance.
Yeah, there's ways you can counter and all that shit. With that right there, what he did, what makes it, in essence, ridiculous, is the guy's fighting him in a fucking perfect boxing stance.
Yeah, and nobody does that. People do the drunk windmills.
In a true fight, and especially if the guy's trying to fucking mug you, he's not going to get in there and make sure his guard's up. He's going to fucking hit you however the fuck he can hit you. And he would have to lead, like his lead leg, like he was fighting in a right-handed stance, and he kicked his left leg. That he'd have to have that leg out leading with it. So no fucking mugger is going to do that, especially.
I mean, it would still work just because at some point their knees will face you, and
that's it. And you have to keep your eyes on their fucking knees, leaving your eyes not on anything that could be striking.
And the thing is even when you do hyperextend and break the dude's leg at the knee, his 3 fucking cousins are going to come up and
like that's it. If he's fucking mugging you by himself, he's not. He'll
have a gun.
Yeah,
he should have a gun.
Like if he's mugging you unarmed, chances are he's got backup somewhere.
Yeah, and that's a lot of it.
Like 2 pieces of pipe and a bicycle chain.
that's why, like, you know, the $7 in your wallet and the $2 in your bank account really aren't worth it. Just give him your damn bank card.
It's not worth your time.
Well, there's a skit online about this guy. He kicks open the guy's door and looks at it, and he's like, "Give me your money." And the guy like breaks down, starts crying. He gives him his wallet, and so he opens his wallet, and there's like nothing in it. So he's like, "Where's your bank card?" And he goes, and so he brings up his phone and shows his bank balance, and the robber's like, "Holy shit. Here, man, here's a little bit of money." The robber ends up giving him money because he feels bad for him because he doesn't have anything.
That's Biden's America right there.
Bidenomics in action.
Woo!
Oh,
But,
yeah. What other scenarios could he possibly help us with?
well, in this one, and I know why he did it, and I applaud him for it too.
I get why the fucking guy who demonstrated with her did it, but
Yeah. Well, no, I get why he did it because he just wanted to show this girl's ass. But this is a quote unquote anti-forced snuggle with a struggle, face down mounted rear choke ground survival.
but it's not a yeah.
It has basically no chance of ever working because nobody chokes like that. But he just wanted to show the girl's ass. Let's be honest. But enjoy.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. Right now, I'm going to share with you what you can do to increase your survivability. If you're a female on your face down and a man is on top of you choking you.
Face down, man's on top.
Sir, you are on top and you are choking her from the rear.
Some people pay a lot of money for this treatment.
Okay, first thing you do, step one, you're going to take your
Step two is
knee
extra.
over his leg and you're going to trap it down.
Yep, that's $50
And you're
extra
gonna
right
push
there,
your legs
man.
This way, you're gonna
That's
rotate
never
your
going to work
on
at
your
all.
back,
No. Oh, you
and
just
you're gonna elbow
spin.
on his face and get your or grab his face with your eyes.
Like nobody's gonna in a choking situation have that much distance between your body and theirs.
These
No.
are intelligent options.
Especially if they're on your back.
Or a female on the ground and a man's mouth on top of you from behind and choking you.
They're never going to do that.
Well, I mean, even in the stupidity of the choke that he's demonstrating right there, you can still maintain that fucking choke after you roll. And all the bitch is going to be doing is sitting upright while you're choking her from behind.
But there's no way from that position you have no leverage. Like you
No.
have I guess you can push off with your arms with your leg, but that guy, if he really tried, she would be locked in that position because she's not physically strong enough to push that guy off of her.
Like, I hate to tell you, you're giving it up if you're going by dust.
Like, I don't care what any of the
You could say you're about to return to dust.
Yeah.
I don't care about feminism, equality, whatever.
Biologically, it's just not going to work.
210, 220 pound guy on top of a little 90 pound girl like that, like she's got no chance. That's why, once again, carry a gun.
And you know what? Also, in that situation right there, just that one specifically, not all of them, I'm rooting for her. Because, I mean, look at her.
I want
her to succeed.
Well, I just want him off of her so I can see her ass and her boobs again. That's all.
That's why we're rooting for her.
Yeah.
But she's not going to win in this situation.
No,
At all.
Well, and plus, if you look,
Well, then how did she win, Corey?
because the guy just rolled off.
That's
I
it.
don't
It
think
works.
so.
It works in a gym setting but
Because the guy who was demonstrating was really the one getting it stuck to him because he was a willing participant.
yeah, if that guy didn't want to get off of her, believe me, he wouldn't be getting off of her.
Yeah.
And
So, okay, that was a face down. Let's see a face up.
well, but beyond all that too, how many people have you ever seen sitting on somebody's back and just with
That's
their
it. It's not.
hands?
It's not something.
No,
You do.
a rear naked choke is on their back with their neck in the crook of your elbow and wrenching to get them.
Yeah,
pull 'em
yeah.
unconscious.
There's this right here. That's not going to
And-
happen.
Unless you have a duck's corkscrew dick, you're not going to be able to sexually assault anybody like that. I mean, come on, have some propriety here.
Well, but even the face up is even worse.
It is, because this also would have no chance of working. Because, anyway, I'm just starting to get disheartened with the whole thing. I'm like, this guy's so full of shit. And he's teaching people stuff that's going to get them killed. Like,
yeah, if you're ever in a boxing match, kick him in the knee.
You are on the ground, trapped, and a man has his knees over your arms, pinning your arms down so you can't defend yourself. What you do, number one, in this case, she can't even secure air because her arms are trapped. So she's going to take her hips, and she's going to thrust them up by putting her heels, show the heels, as close to her hips as possible. She's going to take her heels, and she's going to push down and thrust her hips up, and use her arms to get them off as well. Mm-hmm. And if necessary, grab the groin, rip the groin if necessary, and that will help.
But if you notice where her face went, right where the rapist wanted it.
You're just playing right into his hands. Or his dick.
But this whole technique, though, is like, so you're telling me that all those elementary school kids that had somebody, sit on their shoulders and chest like that and do the whole dripping the spit right down into their face?
Yeah.
All they had to do was plant their heels and lift their hips up.
And well, see, that's the thing too. Is if he's got a secure grip on her throat and holding her arms down, and she bucks.
Going forward, all you're doing is pressing more weight down on that throat.
Oh, I know, but he's got leverage to hold himself down, so he can just go, okay, back down, up, back down. Like she could sit there and buck all fucking day, and I'll just make him happy.
When she also potentially could crush her larynx when he goes forward.
Well, the point is once again, she's got about 7-8 seconds to get him off of her before she loses consciousness.
Lights out.
Yeah. But we don't worry about that because Dale knows what's going on. Like, this fucking asshole. Like, yeah,
basic survival mode will kick in long before 7 seconds.
But like, she'd be better off just raising her head up and just taking a bite out of his dick, like, or just going, "Hey, it's cool. You don't have to force me. Here, go ahead." And then you go down and you just bite it off.
Snap, yeah, bite it off.
I think I'm gonna enjoy this.
Like, if the threat of it worked for Andy Dufresne, I'm pretty sure it could work for anybody else.
There was also a woman who did that exact thing to a rapist. She played into. She was
Good
like,
for her.
Yeah, that's fine, and that's 100%. I know it's gross, and you don't want to put a strange dick in your mouth, but at the end of the day, that's your best way to get out of it.
If the white guys for Kamala can do it,
yes.
So can you.
I'm a piece of shit.
Yes, they have a lot of strange dick in their mouth all the time, and no amount of breath mints will ever wash out that shame.
Yeah, you can't wash away the memories. Do we have any more videos? Feels like that's it. And, I mean, the moral of this story is don't believe a fucking word this guy tells you.
Yeah.
Even if he's half right. And I'm only going to say he's half right on the knee because the guy was fucking boxing him in a street fight situation.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's, well, if you're just some guy feels slighted in the street, maybe he'll get up in that position. But realistically, yeah, I mean, if you land it, it's a dirty trick. It'll work, but again, it's, you got to find the right moment. It's like what you're talking about. You got to stare at their knees instead of, Yeah,
you got to be watching their knees, which leaves you wide open to whatever they want to swing at your fucking head.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it is what it is. But, go to somebody who's actually competent and who's not going to get you fucking...
Do your fucking due diligence in your research, for God's sakes.
How about new?
Don't go to some moron that's like, I got this YouTube channel and I got the OCP badge on my chest, so I am definitely a credible source for self-defense.
They made RoboCop.
Yeah, they made RoboCop, therefore
Didn't
I am
he
RoboCop.
Die, though?
Huh?
Didn't RoboCop die?
Well, RoboCop died. They made RoboCop out of a corpse. So,
So if you want to become a corpse, pay attention to this guy.
Yeah, they'll just bring you back as a robot. Oh my God, you know what? Fuck this guy.
You won't.
Yeah.
Are we done? Damn it.
Well,
You're fired, Sean.
No!
But if you want to watch more of Dale Brown and Detroit Urban Survival Training, have at it.
It's worth a laugh. There's some really funny videos. There's none that I would ever
Not
say.
as funny as our commentary of it.
No. Ours is way funnier. But be sure, along with checking out his shit, you check out our shit. Be sure to like, share, subscribe this video, and tell all your friends. Comment all you want. We enjoy them. And we will see you next time.